Good morning. It is Stampin' Thursday, and I am Stampin' Dee Dee, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who just loves to make cards. And I hope you do too. I love to try new techniques, and some of the techniques are old. They've been around a long time, but they're new to me. And so I try one and I really like it, and I just can't wait to share it with you. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm not sure how long this technique has been around. It's called the Eclipse, and you can see why it's called the Eclipse with the two cards I'm showing you here, because you have a black background, black underneath your white, and when you cut out, you stamp your image, and then when you cut it out and put it back on with dimensionals, a little bit of the black shows through, giving an eclipse effect. So I loved the way this method highlighted these cards, and I've got some others to show you too in a minute. I do want to tell you that I have Christmas in August coming up, August 20th, and it will be showing some of the new Christmas stamp sets and using some of them. So if you want to participate, you can either participate in person or you can get the to-go option. And in order to participate, you need to place a $35 order using the June host code. And I will make sure that June host code is posted. The August host code. I'll make sure that that's posted so that you can either place your order ahead of time, or if you're in person, you can place it while you're here after you've tried some of the new stamp sets, Christmas stamp sets. So that's coming up, and the deadline to RSVP for that is Monday. What day is Monday? Today's the 11th. Let's see. Let me get my calendar up. Monday is the 15th. So if you RSVP, just let me know you're coming, and that gives me time to get the kits ready, or let me know you want it to go. Then that gives me a few days to get the kits ready before the class, the actual class. So Christmas in August, I can't believe it's that time. But it's always fun to celebrate a little early, especially when it's so hot outside. All right, so we are going to get to this. This is the Eclipse Method. And these two cards, one of them uses the new stamp set, Wonderful World. This one, let me move this one aside. This one uses Wonderful World, and this stamp set is available to you still a few more weeks, 3 weeks through celebration. It can be earned along with the gorgeous designer series paper that comes with it, for a $100 order. So if you place a $100 order, you will earn, or you can choose this stamp set, and it's this bundle. It's the Wonderful World stamp set plus the Wonderful World 12 by 12 designer series paper. It is gorgeous. I chose it a second time because I wanted to make sure I had enough of the paper. So somebody is going to get the stamp set. Somebody will be awarded that stamp set. All right, so this card uses one of the images from the Wonderful World stamp set. This card uses one of the images from one of my favorite stamp sets. I love nature. I love wildlife. And this Wild and Sweet is so, so precious. I made a baby card the other day, excuse me, with this stamp. And it just turned out precious. It really did. So I used the raccoon image from this stamp set to make this one. I wanted to do something a little bit different from flowers, just to see what the effect was. You'll notice that I also added some splatters on each of the cards just to to take up a little bit of the space. And then I used the matte black dots on both of them. Oh, and I used my Stampin' Right black marker to add some additional dots on each card. All right, so I have some others that I'm going to show you after the demonstration. But for our demonstration today, we're going to make this card right here. And the supplies for this card are super simple. You need a white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored, and I didn't score it. Scored at 4 1/4, I'll just fold it. You need a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 black, and then 5 by 3 3/4 piece of white. And then I did include a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 white for the inside, because I used the stamp again on the inside. Well, I just used the edge of the stamp on the inside. All right, and you will also need fresh freesia. I used fresh freesia. You could use any color you wanted, but on this card, I used the fresh freesia ink pad and my black memento, the Wonderful World stamp, and then this time I'm going to use a different happy birthday stamp. This one is from Pansy Patch. You could use any greeting, and you'll see on the other cards, the other samples, that I've used different greetings. So, all right, I think we're ready to get started. Hi, Kay. I'm glad you came. Glad you made it. We're getting ready to make an eclipse card using that Celebration Wonderful World stamp set. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our card base that I did not score. So I'm just going to try to fold it right here and burnish it with my bone folder. And we're going to adhere with the Stampin' Seal. And I think this is about to run out, so I got an extra cartridge out just in case. So we're going to burnish, or we're going to adhere the black cardstock to the white. Have it ready to go. All right. Then we're going to set that aside. We're going to take our white piece. Yeah, that's the right one. It's 5 by 3 3/4, and we're going to stamp our image. Oh, the one thing I didn't tell you, that you need some way to die cut these circles. I used Stylish Shapes, and I used the first 3 circle dies in Stylish Shapes to cut this. You could use any circle punch. You could do them the same size. So you just need 1 punch or 1 circle die, whatever you have. But you do need something to cut these with. All right, so I'm going to take my stamp and ink it up. I could have used any of the stamps, any of the 3 flower stamps from this gorgeous set. But I liked this one, and I think I've got it. And I'm going to stamp it right about here. There we go. Now, one thing I didn't get out, and I'm not sure which set I took it from. Just a minute. Let me look for my here. No, not bewitching. I'm looking for my spots, my splatter. And I don't remember. I should have set it out. I don't remember which set I took that from. So, I'm going to have to use a different one because I can't. All right. No, not Biggest Wish. Not Bewitching. All right. I'm going to use the Splatter set from Artistically Inked. I think that's the one I may have used and just didn't remember. All right, because I think the splatters add to it. So let's go ahead while we're here and do the inside stamp. And I'm going to get my silicone mat out for that. I'm only going to use half. I'm only going to ink up, or try to ink up, half of the, let me get it over here where you can see it. Half of, you know what? I didn't clean the stamp. So I need to clean it first with my chamois, because you want to get it good and clean. All right, now I'm going to ink up just half of my flower stamp. And then I'm going to stamp it right here toward the bottom. There we go. I didn't get as much of it on this one, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because it just, you just want it to, you just want an idea or a remnant of what's on the front. All right. So now we're going to add our splatters with black Memento ink. And you just want a few. And I turn my stamp when I go up so that it doesn't seem so symmetrical. All right, that's all of that I'm going to use. However, I will take my black Stampin' Right marker. Well, I'll wait. I'll wait until we cut out our circles. All right, so we're ready to do the die cutting to get our circles cut out, and I'm going to use the 3 smallest of these stylish shape circles. And let me bring out my mini cut and emboss. this size is going to, you know what we didn't do? I need to stamp my greeting, because stamping it first helps you to know where to put your circle dies. And I'm using my black Memento ink to do that. And I'm going to put it right here. Happy birthday. I always need birthday cards. Oh, I didn't get the bottom of that. But you know what? I'm going to take I keep one of these because it's such a fine tip. This is a micron 0.01 tip. And I will just finish this up. I hate when I do that, but you know what? It's fixable. There you go. All right. All right, now we're ready to die cut this. So I pick where I want, what I want highlighted. And of course I want the birthday wishes, and I don't think I can get it with the medium one. So I have to use the largest one for the happy birthday. And it will pick up a little bit of the flower. And then I'm going to use this one right over here to catch that flower, that part of the flower, and then I'm going to put my third one right there. They're just sort of close together, and I like the close together part better. I think I'm missing. I am. I thought that did not cut. I keep my mini stamp and emboss, cut and emboss machine. I keep it closed and stored. Well, close to me. So now I'm going to have to hope that I can get these back, because it did cut a little bit. I'm seeing if I can feel. That was a big mistake. All right, we'll hope that works. If it doesn't, you'll get the idea, right? Now, well, I've done it again. See, you can tell I have not used this in a little while. This is for the embossing folder. You can tell I haven't used this in a while. Okay. But you know what? We all make mistakes, don't we? We all make mistakes. I hope we all do. I hope it's not just me. All right, we're going to give it a try one more time and see if we can get this cut correctly. Oh, I'm anxious to see how it did. You know what I did? Oh, it came off. It's over there. Hey, it worked. It worked. Put those right there. All right. So where's my third little piece? I know it came off. There it is. All right, we're done. with our mini cut and emboss. Just set it right down here. Now, these are our 3 pieces. So now we're ready to put this onto our black, and I'm just going to, one more time, adhere it down. Just to make sure it's down. Okay. Sticky, sticky. We're going to get this centered. Here we go. Now we're going to put these down with dimensionals. And I'm using my scraps. I'm using my my end pieces, trying to clear out these pieces of the end pieces of the dimensionals. Do you use your scraps? Do you use your leftover end pieces? Boy, I do. And they work great. They work just as well, if not better sometimes, because you can cut them any size you want them. All right, now I'm going to get my happy birthday. I have to line it up over here with the flowers. You know what? I didn't look at the happy birthday. There. I was looking at the flowers and not at the happy birthday. The neat thing about it is you do want some of the black to show. So you don't want it to be perfect. You don't want it to be perfectly lined up. You want a little bit of the black to show. All right, and I'm going to put a couple of pieces on the back of the medium one. Yeah, I have a friend who does not use her leftover pieces, and oh, I'm so thankful for those pieces. There we go. Boy, having the stamped flower sure helps. Okay, one more. On the back. Get this one in. There we go. There we go. Now we have our eclipse part made. Isn't that pretty? Give you a little bit closer look. I just think it's so unique. So unique. And I love the eclipse effect. All right, now we're going to take our black Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to use the smaller tip. And I'm just going to add a couple of dots. Well, some on this card. This has got a bigger space, so I'm going to add 3 to that card. And finish off the card with my matte black dots. Okay. I still have a few of the smaller ones left. And I'll just use my scissors for that. Although my Take a Pick tool works wonderful. That. And right there. And aside from adhering this to the inside, we are ready to go. It is a quick card to make. And I love that you can use so many different stamps with it. And I'll show you some more here in just a minute. All right. And I also stamped just a little bit of the top of the flower onto the envelope so that I have a matching envelope for my card. All right. So that is our Eclipse card. Quick and easy, right? I actually saw this for the first time on a Clean and Simple website. Clean and Simple cards. And a Clean and Simple card is where you don't have, you have more white space than you do stamped space. And it's just clean and simple. And I love those cards. I love clean and simple cards. I like to embellish and add layers to a card. I really do. But to get a card out to somebody who I found out is sick or had surgery, if I don't have anything in my stash, and I do have quite a stash, but if I don't have anything in my stash and I need to make something, a quick and easy yet stunning card is what I like to do. And that's what I consider this to be. So, all right, we've got that one. And then I showed you the one that I did with the Wild and Sweet stamp set. I love that. I thought that, let me hold that up. I thought that turned out so stinking cute. Move it over that way a little bit. All right, so we've got that one. And then I used the artistically inked. These were actually the first ones that I did. The artistically inked stamp set, because it had a simple flower too. I did that one and this one. And this one I got when I stamped, I got it too close to the bottom. This was actually the very first one I did. And I got my stamp too close to the bottom. Now, I would still send this out. In fact, probably what I need to do right here, just to make it look a little more filled in and maybe a little more intentional, is to add a few more dots. So that's the first one. I thought, okay, I'm going to do it again. And I got it up a little higher and did a better job with the second one. All right. Then I thought, what about Christmas? How can I use the piece to use stamp set? I've been playing with this stamp set all week this week, doing different things with it because I just think it's so pretty and it has so much potential. It's just a stamp set. So I did one with the piece to use stamp set and I embossed it. And I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. Yeah, you can. Let me go up a little bit. There. So I embossed the image in white embossing powder. And then I used my brush, my blending brush, and I went over it with Orchid Oasis. And that makes, when you do that, when you go over it, then that makes the image stand out more. And then I stamped my greeting with Stays On because I wasn't sure if black memento would hold on the embossing. So I used Stays On ink for that. Topped it off with some iridescent jewels and that white glimmer paper or glimmer ribbon. And I just thought it was gorgeous. I loved it. So I have that one. And then I decided to try with one of my dies, one of my word dies. So I used the Amazing Thanks. Let's see, do I have that one right here? Let me see. No, I guess I didn't bring it out. It's the Amazing, because it's a die set. It's the Amazing Thanks die set. And it thanks and, I don't even know what that says. Several words. Amazing you and thanks. You are amazing and thanks. Or thanks. I guess you could write in a 2 and put you. So I decided to use this Amazing Thanks die set because I knew the word thanks would cut out. And so I brushed it first with my blending brush, and I used Cajun Craze and what did I use? Night of Navy, Cajun Craze, Night of Navy, and Flirty Flamingo. And did my blending brushes, and then I stamped the image from Sending Smiles and die cut it with the thanks and put it back on, and this is the way it turned out. I thought it really turned out cute. I like that too. So all these ways that you can use this Eclipse method to make beautiful cards. So I hope you'll give it a try, and thank you so much for watching. If you'll just comment, or when I get this posted on YouTube, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, if you'll click a thumbs up, or if you will subscribe and hit the bell, then you'll be notified every time I post a YouTube video. And my blog is in this video description, stampandddspot.blogspot.com. And I always, sometime during the day, put this information, including the card sizes, the paper sizes, and the stamp sets used, and photos, and a link to the video. I put that on my blog. So be sure and go there and check it out. And again, thank you for being here. Kay, thanks for watching. I hope you and King have a great weekend. I know you will. All right. See you next Thursday. Bye-bye.